In this segment of In the Trenches with Dave Lapham, brought to you by First Star Logistics, we're going to be talking OTAs, organized team activities, give you the most recent information on some of the players you really like. I want to thank everybody, listeners to the podcast, viewers to our videos. Your comments are well appreciated and really, really smart. Appreciate everything, all the feedback that you're giving us, and we are going to do something with it, believe me. The recent visit to the OTAs, organized team activities this past week. The good news is everybody is under contract. All the rookies that were drafted, college free agents that were signed, everybody is under contract. So that's good. When they go to training camp, won't have any hassles in that regard. One is so-and-so going to be in camp. One is so-and-so going to sign. That's all done. Watching the offensive line, there's a real battle going on. I think really the only places where it's pretty solid is you got Jonah Williams at the left tackle position. You have Riley Reif at the right tackle spot. Then you also have draft picks. Deontay Smith, for example, is working and rotating at the tackle position. I mean, he's a young talent that's really developing, and I think Frank Pollock is the guy that's going to get that done. Trey Hopkins is just still doing rehab work. He's not doing anything with the offensive line yet. He hasn't gotten to that point in his rehabilitation of his ACL injury. His is just about as significant as anybody's in terms of an injury because he's a Pro Bowl caliber center with those long arms and the way he blocks people, and very, very intelligent. He makes all the calls. He's the quarterback of the offensive line. He's vitally important. Billy Price is running their first team center position right now. But the guard spot is wide open, and I mean wide open. They're rotating all kinds of bodies in there. Michael Jordan and Dennegy at the left guard position. At the right guard position, Quentin Spain is rolling in there. But every single person that has been drafted or signed as a college free agent or picked up in free agency, everybody's getting a shot at the guard spot. And Frank Pollock is best man wins. And the thing about Frank Pollock is everybody is back to square one. What you've done in the past means nothing to him. He doesn't care what happened the last couple of years if he wasn't your line coach. You have to perform for Frank Pollock. You have to perform the techniques that Frank Pollock wants performed. So everybody is fighting for spots. Rotation of players is a big deal, plus position versatility. A lot of guys are playing more than one spot, center in both guards, tackle in both guards. And so it's when game day comes, there's only going to be 7, 8, 9 at the most offensive linemen active for the game. So position versatility is a big thing. You have to be able to play more than one spot in today's NFL, and that's all being worked out right now. Joe Mixon, to me, looks good. He's got that explosiveness. He's got suddenness, change of direction. He can put his foot in the ground and get up the football field. He's looking like he's in great shape physically. His body looks super strong, and he's totally back from that foot injury. He's doing a good job catching the ball out of the backfield. Of course, they're not doing anything physical in terms of blitz pickup and things of that nature, but I think that's the part of the game that Joe Mixon wants to improve on the most. Is his blitz pickup consistency, and that'll come as they start to put pads on and get into training camp at the end of July. And then, of course, Joe Burrow. What about Joe Burrow? Well, repetition breeds comfort level. And from week 1 OTAs to week 2 OTAs, I saw improvement. His accuracy is there. There is no question about it. But the velocity of his passes is the thing I think that's most striking. I noticed it in week 1 and definitely noticed it even more so here in week 2. And in fact, after the practices, I asked a few guys on the Zooms, Tyler Boyd, for example, CJ Uzama, and got confirmation that Joe is bringing it. Guys are having those hands sting when they catch Joe Burrow's passes. So, and that's a good thing because, tight coverage isn't that big of a factor if you can put it in a very, very tight spot, very small spot with velocity. Coverage isn't as big an issue, and that's what Joe Burrow's all about. But watching him, he seems more and more comfortable with his footwork. I think his overall body strength continues to be impressive. He's working hard at his rehabilitation, and he's not going to do anything crazy. It's not going to be, he's going to take it one step at a time. You don't want to do anything at this point in time that'll set you back and cost you something. So they're going to be very careful. There's not going to be any feet around him when he's not taking any snaps from center and dropping back into a pocket. Shotgun snaps. When Joe Mixon's in the backfield, they'll motion him out of there. So there's nobody around Joe Burrow's feet. And his footwork, though, is very, very sound. He's not taking any false steps or any kind of crow hops or anything that are unnecessary. Joe's good with his footwork, good with his decision making, and putting the ball in good places. And I think everybody's really happy with what they've seen there.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realize self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Defensively, they're young, and they've turned that defense over. On the back end, young linebackers, last year they drafted, 3 of them. All those guys are looking impressive. Logan Wilson, I think, is going to be better in year 2 than he was in year 1, just like all rookies pretty much are. And the edge guys like Osai that they just got under contract, and Sam Hubbard and Hendrickson that they picked up in free agency. I mean, I think right now Lou Anarumo is playing with schemes. He wants to be able to be a hybrid 3-4-4-3 defense. Bill Belichick does it best and has done it best for a long time. Bill Belichick doesn't have to substitute personnel to give you different looks on the football field. He has smart football players that are versatile football players, can do many things. So he'll have defensive ends that can play linebackers as well as defensive end. And that's what the Bengals are looking to do. They want offensive line coaches on the sideline with their offensive linemen scratching their heads with confusion, with a grease pen, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And that's going to be a big key to the Cincinnati Bengals defense. When you can show a lot of different things with the same personnel groupings, because every time you substitute defensively, they are allowed to substitute offensively. If you don't substitute defensively and you give them a different look, and they try to run the people on the football field offensively, that's a big advantage to you. So I think the Bengals are trying to get that established, and I'm not saying they're going to be Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots defensively, but I think that's their ultimate goal is to climb the way toward that type of philosophy, and I think they get the players to do it. We'll see as it unfolds. We'll keep you posted as OTAs tick away to training camp.
Hi, Dave Lapham here. Have you heard about In the Trenches with Dave Lapham, presented by First Star Logistics? Catch new episodes from the world of sports and broadcasting. Search for In the Trenches with Dave Lapham on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.